What's up, y'all? We cruising, man, on the way back to Texas. I've been a little bit under the weather, man, but y'all know Uncle always coming back, man. So, we back. Give a shout out to everybody I can think of, man. First, God, Lord Savior. Then we're gonna move it over to Pyramid Twin, two, Chicken Tiger, Pat, give me a second, man. I got this name on the tip of my tongue. I know I need to be saying Audrey. I gotta give a shout out to Audrey Russell. Who else, man? I'm trying to think of somebody right now, but they got a weird name. I'm trying to place it. Happy birthday, man. Y'all come in, man. Y'all type happy birthday to Twin Pyramid, man. Ain't been rocking with me for a long time. I ain't did no thumbnail yet. I usually can do one when I'm driving, but right now I'm in the truck. They keep telling me, please reduce speed. So, because they get me back in my old truck, man. The one that can get up to a little something. But, yeah, man. Y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe, man, so we can get in the algorithm, man. You know what I'm saying? To help the channel grow. Gonna have me on here more. Today we're gonna talk about two situations, man. I don't know how long the show gonna last, and we probably gonna get in the mode in just in two. We're gonna talk about Larry Hoover situation, and we're gonna talk about Meg the Steel Lion. I mean the Stallion. I'm gonna call her Meg the Steel Lion. That. But check this out, man. On the Larry Hoover situation, I seen so many lost Negroes, and I'm gonna call y'all lost Negroes for two reasons. But here go the first reason. I seen a lot of people so happy they was praising Donald Trump up there. They was, oh man, all these presidents could have did this. Trump got a real one. He done gave Larry Hoover. Man, shut the fuck up. Let me explain something to y'all dummies. Y'all easily impressed they as fools. For one, he didn't get a pardon, he got his sentence commuted. Let me break down the difference first real quick, just real quick. A pardon means it's over with. We're gonna take this charge off you, we're gonna take all this off you, it's done. Can't nobody say nothing about it, go home. Sentence commuted means we're gonna reduce your sentence to whatever we flight. The man had 6 life sentences in the feds. Trump commuting his sentence could be, well, we just gonna make him do 5 life sentences. We gonna make him do, say they give him time served, which is what y'all, the best thing he could get out of what Trump gave him is time served on his federal time. And that's also the worst thing he could get. Let me explain to you why. Because once his time is served in the feds, that mattress he sleep on, he gotta go to the state and get that mat. That little plastic thing with the hard ass supposed to be cushion. Not that like memory foam. Nigga, I'm talking about like gel cotton. Stuff like you sleeping on a bag of goddamn old drawers and t-shirts type shit. Not new cotton, the old shit that ain't got no bounce to it. You ain't jumping in this bed, goddammit. It's about 1.5 inches. Maybe if you get a good fat one, 3 inches thick. And just being real, sometimes the fatter that motherfucker get, the harder and the lumpier it is. They taking this man out of the feds where inmates run the penitentiary with organization. He is the leader of the Gangster Disciples. So everybody in the feds, whether they disciples or whether they Crips or Bloods, have a level of respect for this man. They all do. In the feds, you can't, you know what I'm saying, if you show up on the yard, you a snitch, and they check your paperwork, you gotta go. In the feds, if you are the type of individual who might want to do Larry Hoover some harm, they will never allow you around Larry Hoover. If they think you want to do them some harm, they're probably gonna make you check in. In the feds, I can pretty much guarantee you Larry Hoover has been protected every step of the way. Nothing to worry about. In the state, the only way they gonna feel they can protect Larry Hoover is to lock him down in a max unit, 23-1, or type of max I was in is 24-0, but they call it 23-1 just to pass the minimum time. But you ain't getting your ass out that cell. It sound good. You ain't getting your ass about that cell. With Larry Hoover in the state, they would probably put him in a max cell, maybe behind the door. His time is about to get very, very hard. If he is out in the population in Chicago, them young niggas, them young BDs that hate the GDs, they gonna be trying to rip off that man. They dumb. They gonna try it. It's gonna cause a lot of problems. It's gonna be riots in these prisons once he get there, because you're gonna have people that feel like they want to do harm, and you're gonna have people that feel like they'll get their life. They gonna meet in the middle. No matter where he was sent, it's not gonna stay like that. You see what I'm saying? You gotta realize a medium security prison will turn into a maximum prison. It has to. It's a prison. It's made to lock niggas up and lock niggas down. That's the two things it's there for. Ain't no rehabilitation. You're not gonna go in prison and be like in the movies, some Muslim dude gonna snatch you up and you gonna get your GED and you gonna start taking college classes. No. And even if you tried, niggas hate that, because they ain't got that. They ain't doing it. Niggas hate what they ain't. A nigga will hate you for going to the store every motherfucking week, spending the maximum amount, eating good, getting a pot belly. All of a sudden, nigga like, I don't like that shit. Like buddy on belly with that banana, I don't like that shit at all. I was just thinking about something today. I remember way back in the county jail, man, niggas used to have gold in their mouth and motherfuckers used to always get into it with them because niggas got tired of seeing them gold teeth. Niggas will make up any type of reason starts to be, man, nigga talk too damn much. I'm tired of looking goddamn gold. Nigga mouth always moving and shit, man. I'm gonna go hit this nigga this shit. Man, quit hating. You ain't hating because this nigga talking. You can't even hear what the fuck he's saying on the other side of this goddamn court. All you see is some goals and it represents something you ain't got. You ain't had no goals in your motherfucking mouth. You wasn't out there hustling. You wasn't out there trapping. You wasn't out there having shit. So now you mad at this man. I'm just giving niggas like, let's be for real. This nigga is gonna be the biggest fish to ever hit the state prison in the state of Illinois, no matter what prison he go to. And he got enemies. I know everybody think it's all love, but he got enemies. And I hate to say it, but the Chicago BDs is some real haters. They hate DDs. They hate on their own homeboys. Like, let's be for real. Dirkman was out here robbing Chief Keef. They told that nigga he can't come back to Chicago. He told them, nigga, I don't give a fuck about coming back to Chicago. I'm out here living my life. Away from you niggas. And don't feel like I'm just saying this about Chicago. Because it's everywhere. It got to a point in California prison where Tukey couldn't walk the yard no more. They had to put that nigga on death row. He was not always on death row. He used to walk the yard. He used to be out there fighting niggas, whooping niggas, lifting weights. And then it got to that point where like, you know what? Nope. Can't have this nigga here. Too much influence. And it might be a situation in Chicago where it's like, you know what? Nigga, we gonna give you one opportunity. Cause we don't want you, you know what I'm saying we ain't never get the opportunity. Or you might make it sound good, like you could make all these niggas sit down. But I'm like, bro, and we just gonna be real. Tukey tried the same thing. Larry Hoover been told these niggas to sit their ass down, but they like, nope. We doing this for the boss. We doing this for whatever. But they don't listen to upper management because they got it stuck in their head. They want to be out here doing what they want to do. Now, let me break down another misconception people have. And I know you can have this misconception. To me, it don't matter. One dude said, man, Trump did his part. I say Trump did his part because he knew wasn't gonna be no blood on his hands behind it. I'm gonna turn this motherfucker loose, and I'm gonna turn him loose in state prison. Ain't nobody out here on the street gonna get mad at me because I just sent him to the state. So dudes say, man, that's one step move. Now we just gotta wait and see what the governor gonna do. I say, bruh, you stupid as fuck. The governor not gonna do it because with him it's career suicide. I said, you have to look at it like this, bro. Trump just sent the man to the state penitentiary. If the governor sent him to the streets, he may not commit another crime. He may not associate with the gangster disciples or nothing else. He don't have to do that. But do you know how many parents out here is going to scream bloody murder because thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people have died behind gangster disciples, which means they have died and lost their life behind Larry Hoover. It ain't nothing you can say to undo what I just said. There's nothing he can do to undo what I just said. Now this is the thing about it. If the governor gives him a pardon and puts him back on the streets, all that blood is on Larry Hoover's hand. He's just shaking hands and ass on his hands too. And no matter what Larry Hoover do from that point forward, every time a gangster disciple commits a murder, sells a bag of dope, robs somebody, anything they do, they go to jail and it's gonna fall back on him. They gonna look at him like you started this. You set this wheel in motion. And it's the truth. Same thing with Tukey. Same thing with Raymond Williams. You know, everybody that started some shit. Everybody that joined the gang and got somebody to join up behind them. That's why I say I got to a point where I was like, nope, not me. Because I started seeing the truth. I got to that point where it's like, you know, I can't even lie to myself no more. Like, it's little dudes that I don't even know that watch me. Probably never say that to me. I remember, and I told y'all this before. I remember pulling up at the liquor store one night to get some cigars. And the young nigga walk up on me. I had the top down on the BMW. Nigga walk up on me like, what's up, big homie? I'm like, shit, what's up, bro? With these young niggas, you never know. So you got to, hey, what's up, bro? He like, man, this you? I'm like, yeah, this me. He say, man, I promise, bro, I want to be like you when I get older. He say, man, you got the drop top BMW, you got Mercedes and shit. I'm like, nigga, how you know what I got? He like, man, I be seeing you everywhere. I be seeing you in the black Benz. You got the silver Benz, man. You got the BMW with the drop out. I'm like, bro, I'm just out here going to work every day. You ain't supposed to be watching me like that. I done had niggas that I could do, damn, bit my tongue. And rest in peace, because nigga dead. But I had a nigga that I used to look up to when I was young. Stop me in the hood one day and tell me, Phil, put me on, bro. Let me move a couple of pounds for you or something, bro. Man, you know I'm gonna fuck with you, man. I'm gonna do it right, man. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know I ain't gonna bullshit you at all. I'm like, man, I ain't selling no man. I heard bro, he like, man, you ain't got a lot of me, bro. And I wasn't lying. I wasn't doing nothing illegal. But niggas look at the cars I drive and they know what I'm affiliated with and where I come from, so they thinking that I'm on the bullshit. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not on the bullshit, bro. I've been quit that shit. I came home from prison. Well, I ain't gonna say I came home from prison and quit that shit. I came home from prison and learned some hard lessons and caught some cold blessings. And I quit that shit. But my thing is, me realizing that people watch me, even before YouTube. Young niggas in the hood watch me. Made me want to stop doing the bullshit. Because I don't want to be the reason a nigga come tell me one. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody come to me one day and be like, my little cousin got 50, 60 years trying to be like me. I'm like, man, trying to be like who? I don't even know your little cousin. Remind me of something else. I was at T-Mobile one day. I know I told y'all this story too. I was at T-Mobile one day. They called me up there to get a new phone because they was whatever phone I had, it was a recall, and they was canceling the whole phone, but they had put out whatever that phone was, Max. And T-Mobile called me and was like, "Hey, come get your upgrade. This such and such Max." And I'm like, man, they like, look, for the phone free. We just need that old phone, the one that you already got. Give us that one back, and we're gonna give you this Max. And I'm like, man, here I come. So I get up there and the little dude I'm up there with, he looked familiar, but I don't think I know him. And he like, bro, ain't your name here? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, when I tell you, you was my little cousin and hero back in school. I'm like, huh? He like, yes, sir, bro. Dude used to look up to you, man, in school. He wanted to do everything you did, bro. I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, man, like, you remember when you had two girlfriends that knew about each other? I'm trying to holler at the girl in the other counter, and he's saying shit like this, and I'm like, huh? He was like, nah, bro, remember you was with Tasha and you was with the other girl, I can't think of her name, but they knew about it. Everybody at school knew you was a player, bro, and I'm like, damn, bro, why would you? Little mama looking at me all in the ass like, oh, you're a player? I'm like, man, I ain't do that shit on purpose. I don't even know how I ended up doing this shit. I did shit on my but really, the thing was, everybody didn't know everything. The first girlfriend didn't know nothing. The second girlfriend knew about the first one. And then I had got a third one that knew about the other two. But the second one didn't know about her. And I got caught up because number 2 and number 3 rode the same bus home from school. Both of them had daughters that were like 1 year old, and they got to chopping up and they were gonna plan a birthday party for their daughters. And then somehow that led them to being mad at me. So they told girlfriend number 1 everything. And then they all showed up at the goddamn homecoming football game, dressed alike, and set me up. Anyway, back to the story. Like, I had realized, man, people, when you ain't looking, people still watching. Young people watch you. They imitate you. They do what you're doing. See, unfortunately, at that time in my life when dude was watching me, I wasn't just a player. I was also a big time gangbanger. And because I was like, yeah, man, dude got put down with the set and everything. And I'm like, what? Made me feel bad. Because I'm like, man, ain't no telling what quality of life this dude could have had if I wouldn't have been on the bullshit. And I ain't saying I got nothing to do with it. You made your choice to follow me, but I made my choice to give you a bad example to follow. If that makes sense. So now, any dudes out here trying to follow my example, I'm gonna just tell you, hey, bro, check this out. I'm gonna give you a good example to follow. I hope this thing goes. Wait section, I hope I'm good. I ain't been able to get no ticket yet. So.
In half a mile, merge onto I-30 West.
Go to this side. Say, man. Who is that? Because I'm going to tell you something fucked up.
Continue on the
I can't remember where I used to be. But I used to be somewhere where motherfuckers was calling me Booker T. It had to be back when I had them dreads. So I'm looking like, this a motherfucker that know me. Anyway. Back to the Larry Hoover situation. My thing is, man, we too damn old for this shit. We got gray in our beards, man. It's time to set a better example. I don't give a damn who you leave. And I know I probably got some GDs on here just like, oh, Phil, don't talk about Larry Hoover. Say, bro, you know, I don't really give a fuck. Any nigga that's out here living their lifestyle and pushing their line, just causing kids to lose their life and get locked up, I don't really give a fuck about you. See, on one hand, I'm like, they finally gonna put him where he gonna get his punishment instead of living like a king. You can still live like a king in the States, but not so much when you're coming from the feds. When you're coming from a lifestyle in the feds, it ain't shit they can do for you in the state. Just gonna have you living like that. You're not gonna get that comfortable ever again. Never in life. And I don't wish that shit on nobody, but I am just saying. Y'all think Donald Trump did that man a favor? That man cussing the shit out of Donald Trump right now. The beds, the food, the way you get treated. You know what I'm saying? even when you get treated with the utmost. Man, don't fall up in one of them prisons where you got one guard, sergeant, lieutenant, warden, captain, OJT, anybody. Out to prove a point. Yes, sir. Man, and that's why I tell niggas, like, after you, especially if you really been out here in the streets, if you really was gang banging, if you really was out here pushing the line, it's gonna come a point where either you a California nigga or you regret it. You regret the life you lived and the way you fucked your life up and everything else. California niggas, I don't know what's wrong with them. They be like that's their life. They can't wait to be locked up, so they can come home and say they got that part out the way, or I made it, or I'm here, or whatever. I don't get it. They take pride in not being alive or free to raise their kids. They take pride in sitting in prison for 20 years and all of a sudden the nigga tell, hey bro, that's your son right there. Oh, that's him. Yeah, that's him. How much time you got? Life. Come on, man. That shit ain't nothing to be proud of, ain't nothing to be happy about. It ain't nothing that should happen to anybody. Fuck being happy about it. It ain't nothing you should have to deal with, period. Sitting in prison, waiting to see your son, because that's the only way you're gonna get to see him, is if he get locked up with you and you know he coming. You know he coming. I told y'all about the situation in the county jail. The nigga's name, Eagle. Then I got into it with Calvin Eagle. When me and Westside got into it. I got into it with their daddy, Randolph. Over going outside to smoke without permission because he got us all locked down and we couldn't smoke. So I'm like, man, I don't know who that nigga is. I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. And nigga was like, bro, that's my daddy. The son that I was chopping it up with, that I was cool with, was Rudolph. Rudolph. The daddy was Randolph, the son was Rudolph, and then his little brother was Calvin. I seen Calvin like last year at Walmart. He was sitting on the ground. Nigga wasn't homeless. He said he was waiting on his daughter or his niece or little sister or something that was in the store. He didn't want to go in. He was out there smoking. But he out there sitting on the ground, leaning up against the wall and shit. And I'm like, what's up, bro? Nigga, how your brother doing? He's like, man, you know, nigga got caught with their work, bro. He down there, such and such, locked up right now. And I'm like, damn, bro. It's good to see your ass out here. I said, man, I be talking about you on my podcast, bro. You, Westside, all y'all, man. You like, oh, yeah. It was good to see the nigga, but sometimes when you talk to niggas, you like, you know what, I'm gonna pump the brakes on you. Because I see you ain't made it too far away from where you was last time I seen you. And last time I seen you, we were both locked up. I didn't like the fact that I walked up on you and you sat on the ground, bro. Like, stand up, you a man. Don't shake my hand from the ground. Not only that, the last time we touched each other, we was fighting. Why would you let me, and I'm not on that bullshit, but I could have been. My damn throat keep going. I'm about to pull over and take some cough syrup. I'm not on that bullshit, but I could have been. Why would you let me walk and stand over you, nigga? Like, if I was on that bullshit, then I could easily be doing it to you right now. Punch, 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 kick, stomp. You sit back with your head and shit on the wall looking up at me. Man, it could have all it took one good stomp. fight over with you. On your side, I don't have to quit. I can keep going. But I'm not that dude. First of all, I ain't got no ill will towards you. Second of all, I'm not the dude that's looking for an easy lick on you, none of that. But like I said, man, it's just, I knew from that little quick interaction that me and you wasn't on the same level for me to be dealing with you no more, bro. Like I said, last time I seen you, we was in jail. That ain't me no more. It might not be you, but it's still, we ain't compatible, my guy. I see somebody say free tour, man, so we finna switch over to free tour situation. Ned the still lying, man. This one still lying. Last night, I watched a couple videos. Y'all probably seen this shit. Alright, that is right there. I'm just behind me somewhere to pull over. Take a couple sweets of this. Yeah, cherry. My damn throat. It's tickling. It is ridiculous. And I don't feel like I should keep dealing with it when I don't have to keep dealing with it. You feel me? I got something for it. Anyway, let me keep telling y'all what was going on. So, I watched a couple of videos last night, man. And in one of the videos, I seen something that I had never seen before. And what I seen was, I seen a video of Meg Thee Stallion getting out the truck when the police pulling him over, right? And you can hear the video got audio. So what you hear is, you hear a champagne bottle fall out the car. Boom, hit the ground. It was full. And when she stepped out, you're like, ugh. She stepped out right into the glass. It was on the ground. You can also see, because you're standing back, so you can also see when she stepped out the car, no limp. And then as she steps about maybe 2 or 3 steps out, that's when you're stepping in the glass, and you see her start to walk in funny. The police telling her to move over to the side and to move over this way and do this. So it's like you can literally see the exact moment when the girl stepped out the car into this glass. So then they got pictures. They got pictures of the champagne bottle on the ground with the spilled champagne all around it. And they got you can see the bottle of champagne broke, glass on the ground, champagne, all a bottle of champagne, and then as you get away from the truck, you start seeing bloody footprints. And you like, oh, so where she stepped out the truck ain't no blood. Ain't no blood in the truck. But it's blood out here on the sidewalk. After you walk through the glass, now it's blood. All right, that's one video. So I seen another video that's a body cam where the police are asking her, so what happened? Did you get shot? She said, no, I didn't get shot. I didn't get shot. So what happened to your feet? Oh, I stepped in that glass. That's my second time stepping in glass. I stepped in some glass the other night. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, I'm clumsy like that. Oh, because they asked her, so where you stepping the glass at? She was like, here in back at where we just came from. And she tell the police, like, I don't know where it is. I'm not from around here and all that stuff. How many times y'all been heard me tell y'all that when this shit first went down, her story was, I stepped in glass. There was nothing going around about her being shot. So even when they say she got shot, the bodyguard come back and say, nope, Kelsey was shot in the air 3 times, and then Tori grabbed the gun and it went off 2 more times. And I'm like, sound about right. I never thought she was shot. Because when they got to court, where the bullet fragment is in, anytime it's a crime. If you are a doctor, you any bullet fragment in a person's body where they didn't shoot is evidence. That's a crime. Somebody got shot and brought to your operating room and you cut a bullet fragment out of their foot. That don't sound right. None of this shit sound right. It all sound fucked up. I seen a video last night that I told y'all existed months and months and a year ago, that a man seen this with his own eyes. And what he told the police was, I saw 2 females fighting. What's good? He said, I seen 2 females fighting. I seen the fire from the gun come out of one of the females' hands. Dude say, so this is the police talking now. So you say the shorter male then entered the vehicle and tried to break him up? Yes, it was a shorter black dude that got in the car and he tried to break up the 2 females from fighting. And when the shooting happened, he also ran over there and tried to take the gun from the woman that was shooting. Now, let me ask you a question. Why has none of these videos ever made it to court? Fuck the fact that they exist. We knew, I've been told you they existed. Why have they not made it to court? Even the, that ain't all the videos. The congresswoman that told y'all the videos was on the way said the ring cam, because this shit happened in front of the dude's house, to back up everything that he said. But why do you need a video camera to back up what he said when he said the shit? Dude ain't got no dog in the fight. He don't know none of these folks. So how is he gonna pick out and lie? And this is the thing about it. Who told him what lie to tell? He tell this to the police on the scene. This is after they pulled him, after they pulled the van over and all that other shit that happened. They got back in the car and drove off away from this man's house because they said he was calling the police. So when the police get to his house, who the hell came back and told him what lie to tell for him to be lying? No, he the one with the truth. And not only did he see it with his own eyes, I told y'all he had a video of it. The shit happened in front of his house. It's on his ring cam. So he got the video. Man got caught lying several times, so let's break down her lies. Tori shot me. Fucking lie. She on the scene telling the police that she don't want to, I don't know what it was, something about her image. This is going to hurt my image. Damn, bitch. She said she never fucked Tori. That's a lie. She said she seen Tori shoot up. That's a lie. I mean, around that something that lies. This is the same broad that say she didn't get a nose job. And then they put pictures of her side by side, like, you do realize you used to have a big ass hump on your nose, like right there, ball that was on the front of your shit. It was large. It was bigger than the large size marble. Now it's gone. And your nose is up like this. It's like, come on, Mike, that ain't the same nose, Miss Jackson. My nigga Party say, you the same bitch gonna go get some BBL done and then go and post pics in the gym like you been working out. But you still got the scars.
Please reduce speed.
And I'm just saying.
Please reduce speed.
Bro, I'm on 69. I'm just saying, man, it should fix to be a bad time for me to still lying. Because the bitch still lying. The two, you're lying in a court of law under oath. You got to be in that time because you cried under oath. But now you finna get your own time because you lied under oath. They ain't got to give her the same 10 that he had. They can give her 11, goddamn, I want to grow up. Real shit, man. Now, let's get to the bigger picture. With all this shit that happened, it was a setup. Like I said, why was these videos that would have easily cleared this man suppressed all this time? Why did the bodyguard not get to testify? I know they said they couldn't find him, but now I feel like they wouldn't let them testify. Why did Kelsey get immunity when she wasn't being charged for nothing? If you ain't being charged, you don't need no damn immunity. If you ain't suspected of committing no crimes, now Lil Woodard got immunity, but they knew them nigga had some bodies and had, you know what I'm saying? He had shot up your boy Daddy barbershop, and he had did these robberies, and he had did all this other good stuff. Should I say all this other bad stuff? That's why he had immunity. So if Kelsey didn't do nothing, why would she have immunity? And the thing about it is, how they know she did something to give her the immunity? Like, be for real. They knew. That's how she got the immunity, because they knew what her crime was. Buck. They knew she did that shit. I had to do some more research, but they said the prosecutor was up for re-election, and he was trying to run on the platform of I protect black women. I'm hard on crime because they had gave him they gave Tory the enhanced charges, the charge enhancements. But they go back and they look like, bro, you have a history of not using these charge enhancements. What made you use them on Tory? You use them on nobody else. Come on, man. Yeah, you didn't use them on nobody else. What made you use them on Tory? Now, let's talk about the obvious. I've been told y'all that my belief system tells me that Jay-Z and Roc Nation was using this incident as a way to get people's mind off of her being a hoe because of the sex tape that he had to go save her from. Thing about it is, like I said, if you get up here and your friend go to jail for shooting you because you slept with all the niggas that she slept with, that's just some more hoe shit. That's not getting you out of your hoe shit. So it didn't go like that. They had to use Tori for the scapegoat. And the first thing that I told y'all made me feel like Tori was innocent and shit when I first heard it is that he came out the motherfucking blue. At first, the girl told her where she stepped on glass. And then all of a sudden, a month later, after she had been on a worldwide twerking spree, she popped up on the internet after Blue and said, fuck it, I'ma just say it. Tori shot me. Man, Tori ain't shot you. Because I will reiterate again, Tori fingerprints went on the gun of the clip. Wasn't no GSR on Tori's hands. That right there tells us, if anything, that tells us that Tori ain't shoot you. Your homegirl shot you. Your homegirl had motive and opportunity to shoot you. And one thing I was tripping on was, I heard somebody tell Tori, look, if you know who shot the girl and you didn't shoot the girl, fuck it, you shot the girl. You know what I'm saying? If you know who shot her and you didn't say nothing, you shot her. Well, that just don't sit right with me. Because there was 4 adults in that car. All of them know who did the shooting. 3 of them didn't make no statement to say nobody shot nobody. Only one of them is saying something. And this person is the one in the car who's known for lying, and the shit she's saying just don't make no sense. So at some part, we got to keep it real with ourselves. I'm just wondering how everything's going to unfold. Like, what magic carpet is they going to ride in on to save this woman from doing it in prison time? What tears is she going to shed to make the world be like, oh, man, come on, man. That mid stallion, man. Look how she bounced her ass, man. Hey, look here, bro. I feel like her bouncing her ass is what got Trump in office. She went up on the stage with the female running for president and couldn't do nothing else, so she started bouncing her ass. And I'm like, who in the hell approved Meg Thee Stallion to be on this stage? No, that's not who you need. You should have got Taylor Swift. I'm sorry to say that, black women, but y'all know when it come down to this music thing and morals, y'all gonna let us down every time. I can't think of no female rapper right now on top of my head that I would have wanted up there representing my people. Not saying it ain't none. I'm just saying when I think of Cardi B, no. Meg Thee Stallion, hell no. Nicki Minaj, no sir. Glorilla, You feel me? What's the little light skinned girl name? Mulatto, nope. Doja, nope. None of the big name female artists I can think of. We don't have no more Lauryn Hills. We don't even have no Eves. All we got is
Welcome to Texas.
a bunch of damn kids running around. And I don't like it. y'all know I don't like 50's name, but and I don't know if he really said the shit, but I seen a post where they were like 50 Cent says today's female artists are all stuck on one topic, sex, and that's all they can rap about. And I'm like, he like it's setting a bad example for the little girls. And I'm like, finally somebody gonna say the shit besides me. We're not gonna stop at the female rappers. On all rappers today, damn, most of y'all, 90% of you motherfuckers. Because motherfuckers ain't rapping about selling some ass or taking money from a nigga. He's rapping about goddamn me killing a nigga, taking life from him. Now let me get to the words on. Way over there, like it's like a dive over here. We're coming pretty close. Yeah, man. I like when time go by and a motherfucker prove me right. What I don't like is time having to go by before a motherfucker will listen. Because I mean, I know how it go. I'm not no bum on the street or a nigga riding a bike, but I seen a post the other day with like niggas rather listen to a nigga in a foreign car than a nigga than a genius on a bike. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, material things don't prove your success and your worth or your knowledge, but at the same time they do speak volumes. Hence the reason why a nigga will listen to a motherfucker that pull up at a Ferrari fast, they listen to a motherfucker pull up on a bike. And my thing is, if you are a genius and you have the money, go get you a car. You need some exercise, go to the gym. Because not being smart ain't enough. You need to be smart and motherfuckers need to take you serious. People need to listen to you. Not just you have the intelligence. What's the point of having the intelligence if nobody gonna listen to you? So how much of a genius can you be if you ain't figured out that it ain't enough to be smart? I also had to spread this knowledge. I had to put myself in a position where I can tell motherfuckers shit and they gonna listen. If you ain't figured that part out, you might not be a real genius. Talk to you blue in the face, if ain't nobody listening, ain't shit gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna change, ain't gonna get nothing done. I figured that part out. That's why I remain on this channel where people actually listen. I've been talking about getting the other channel monetized for over a year now. But I'm still here because people listen. And I feel like the more important part is getting information out there to my people. Not me making money off people listening. I know that if I was the type of nigga who every time I jump on her, I throw my cash app on, somebody send me some money. I watch other people's channels, I see people sending them money. People will come in and do super chats and the stickers and buy the all the other shit. The memberships. The thing about it is, it ain't as important to me to get them tools and fuels up out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a situation where it would have been nice. I've been in a situation where I'm like, man, I see people changing their life on YouTube. Buying cars, buying houses. I'm headed to Dallas right now. After I leave Dallas, I'm gonna slide through Lufkin and pick up some shit and take it to Colorado, Denver. I just made the Texas not too long ago. I think I'm still in Texarkana, Texas. I need to get to a Lowe's so I can try to get some reefer fuel. I see one up ahead too. That's one thing about being in a truck. You see that big ass red heart up in the sky. But show KD, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What else we need to talk about, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all, and I said this the other day, and I seen them talking about it when I was talking about Cassie and Usher and all the rest of these folks that's supposed to be victims, but they hung around so long that they started being complicit. And I was like, man, Usher need to be charged too, because all the shit you went through, and then you turned around and got Justin Bieber as a kid and walked him right up in the Puffy house, dropped him off. And then I heard somebody say it, they made a video about it, or they were talking about the courtroom said something about it. Either way it goes, somebody beside myself here came to the conclusion that they don't want to hear Usher talk about being a victim after what he did to Justin Bieber. And I said, yep, that's exactly what I try to tell folks. Then I read, because they say Dawn Richards was in there crying her eyes out the other day. But oh boy, her boyfriend from day 26 finally admitted to what happened to him and why he be crying and shit. And what he said was Dawn drugged him, put something in his drink, got him to drink it. He started feeling woozy, passed the fuck out. And when he woke up, he was in the basement, either in the twins bed or a twin bed. I wasn't clear on what he meant when he said, because he put an S on the end of the twins. But he said he was, then I was like, that's diabolical, because the twins beds would be even in the damn basement. What the fuck going on? But he said that he woke up in the twins bed, hollering, screaming. He didn't say why he was hollering and screaming, but he said he was hollering and screaming and everybody else in the room was laughing. He didn't say, I don't guess. I didn't see where he said who all was in the room. But I'm like,
in a quarter mile, merge onto I-30 West.
I don't want to hear Dawn Richards crying and complaining and telling us what she went through when we got a nigga saying that he trusted you like Kid Cudi trusted Aaliyah. Like Kid Cudi trusted Cassie, and y'all set him up. You see what I'm saying? Kid Cudi said he trusted Cassie, that was his girlfriend. But when push came to shove, his girlfriend gave Puffy his address. And Puffy came right up in his house on that bullshit.
In half a mile, turn right onto West New Boston Road.
Little buddy from day 26 say Dawn was his girlfriend. But when push came to shove, she drugged him, and then they drugged him down in their basement. Made him holler. Justin Bieber signed
Turn right on West New Boston
or
Road.
was discovered by Usher. A man who had been up under Puffy as a child and knew exactly what Puffy would do to him. And he grabbed that man and walked him in there with all confidence and told him, hey, just chill. Hey, just settle down. Do what he wants you to do. You feel me? Man, why you do that? When you knew what was gonna happen to that boy. And that's why I say, man, that victim tag in this situation and a lot of other situations has and it got an expiration date on it. You start becoming able to tell me you're a victim once you start making other people victims. Now they the victim and you are the predator. So I guess you could say Puffy was a pro at making victims and predators. And these lines long. Everywhere. What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do, buddy? Somebody behind me, nobody behind me. Man. Bag on me. Down there with me.
In 400 feet, turn left onto Louis Road.
Anyway, man, Usher is a weirdo, man. All I want to know is why did Cat Williams not warn us about 2025? I said at the beginning of the year, man, we need you to come back and give us a heads up, bro. You could have came and told us about the tariffs and the plane and the pardons. This nigga pardoned NBA YoungBoy. And I'm like, nigga, it kind of seemed like you letting out all the bad influences, man. You letting out all the bad influences. Like, y'all do realize that at this rate, Puffy will be convicted and pardoned before the end of the year. This man pardoned Christian, the rich white folks that went to prison, and said that he pardoned them because he felt like the Department of Justice was weaponized against them. And I'm like, huh? How? Why? Who would do such a thing? Could try to get some fuel, man. I got some in my truck, but I need some in my reefer. Anything else, man? We went over an hour. So it's really about time to shut it down for the night. I can't think of nothing tomorrow, man. I might tell y'all Okay, so I see 3 dudes at the truck. What the hell they supposed to be doing? You trying to sell them something or something? I might give y'all my crazy house story. I can't remember if I ever told y'all about it or not. But I was watching CB the other day. He was like, man, quit telling people all your personal business. I told people some shit, they try to use it against me. And I'm like, man, look, I'm so secure in who I am. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, like how you just told me, appreciate your words of wisdom. I feel like ain't no point in me going through none of the bullshit, none of the hard times, none of the shit I went through in life if I'm not gonna use it to help somebody else. You feel me? Like, helping people with your situations is what make going through that situation worth it. Thing is, by the time you get to the point where you can help somebody, you already went through the shit. So you might as well tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, to help somebody turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stones, man. I don't want to give y'all a short synopsis of the situation because it might keep you from telling the whole story tomorrow or later on or whenever. But I'm pretty sure once I get to going through the story and telling y'all what happened, it's going to be something that's going to let you know, or it's going to be able to help somebody see. Or, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't see a way out, then you can understand that, hey, look, man, I'm not the only one that went through this. So I'm not the only one going through this. Or somebody else felt just like this one time, and it was years ago they made it through. I can make it through. If nothing else, that somebody realizes and say, man, hard times don't last forever. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't the shit. Because you might not be the shit today, but guess what? It's a pizza laying in a pizza box right now. Somebody gonna eat it, and it's gonna be the shit a little bit later. Straight to the toilet bowl. It ain't the shit now, but it's on the way. You hear? With that being said, don't be afraid to take that long road, set that wrong road, the things the long way, set the wrong way, find somebody to help, tell somebody you love them, you know I love y'all, and I appreciate you. We out.